time is Mia's party?
7.
7.
Okay. Well, I'm going to start in exactly 3 minutes.
Okay.
So once it hits 6, we starting.
Sounds good.
How's your mama?
She's good.
Great. How is Morgan? You talked to Morgan
Good.
today?
Yeah, I saw her this morning.
She drops, what's his face off, right?
James, yeah.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, look at this. Can you see this?
Maybe it's attendee. Yeah, that's so cute.
So I made labels for y'all's bags, and I was like, well, some people don't have name tags, so I'll just make extras, and these can be their name tags.
Oh, yeah, that's a good
So
idea.
everybody's got these. I know Morgan's virtual, but she gets some name tags.
Yeah, that's good because I don't have a name tag.
Good. I made you one.
Oh, thank you.
welcome.
I'm excited. It's going to be fun.
I know.
So
Excited.
we wear black and white on Friday, or like it can be black and white entire.
Yeah, as long as it's a skirted outfit.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to talk
Sounds
about May
good.
Race in just a second.
Perfect.
I swear, I'm going to make it. I got this.
Yes. I know it sucks.
What really sucked was when I didn't have a voice at all.
Yeah. What you drinking?
Caramel apple spice.
Yum.
I'm hoping it'll help with my
Voice, yeah.
Oh gosh, I hope our people don't judge me.
No. They won't.
Angela, we can see you. Hey girl. You have questions for me? Well, write them all down, girl. Write them all down and I'll get to you when I have a voice. You message me on Voxer and I'll help you out, girl. Okay. It's 1 minute till. Where is everybody?
I know usually Brandy's on and
Oh, here's Morgan. Morgan, is this okay? You think my voice will be fine for the party?
Your voice is wonderful.
Oh gosh.
Like did you send me a sound of your voice earlier?
Yeah, it was awful.
I was like, what was that?
I know it was terrible. Okay, it's terrible.
No, I think you'll be good.
How do I invite? Let me message Mia. She's like, how do I get on Zoom?
she did it last week.
I know, she forgot. I sent her my meeting ID. So maybe she'll hop on soon. All right, you guys, it's 6 o'clock, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. So I wanted to, oh my gosh, I really hope Mia's not going to be like, oh, honey. Okay, so I wanted to go over a little bit of May Race stuff, even if you're virtual and stuff. I think virtual people, you won't see you in video, okay? So it doesn't really matter what you look like, but I would recommend that you get ready just because it'll make you feel good, okay? So one thing I did want to share about May Race is Mary Kay attire. I know since the virtual world, y'all have no idea what the heck Mary Kay attire is because we all wear t-shirts and pajama pants, okay? Like, that's what we do in the virtual world, right? Well, Mia, you think my voice is okay for your party, girl? Because
yes,
sure?
you're fine.
Okay.
You're fine.
It was really bad this morning. It was bad. Like, it was real bad. Anyways.
Sorry.
But I wanted y'all to know a little bit more about Mary Kay attire. Okay, so Mary Kay attire is a black and white skirted outfit. It could be a dress. It could be a solid black dress for all we care. It could be, all white if that's what you have, whatever, just black and white. Put you some bling on or something. And it's got to be a skirt, okay? Not like a booty skirt, okay? We ain't trying to see your booty cheeks, okay? But professional attire, black and white, skirted outfits. Mary Kay Ash said that women are more respected when they are dressed in a skirted outfit professionally. So that's our goal, okay? I always bling it up. Now, as a director, I'll be wearing my director jacket. So a dress that matches my director jacket, that's the goal. My director jacket is like navy and white and silver or something. So I'm going to have something like that. But I always bling mine up with some colorful because I am okay with wearing black and white, but I'm trying to wear some pink too. So I throw on some cute earrings, whatever, okay? But just a black and white skirted or dress, skirt and shirt or dress. Shoes, whatever you're comfortable in. No flip-flops. We don't want to hear you flopping, okay? Now, I'm old school. I believe that if we go to the original Mary Kay, which is how I work my business my whole career, that it will be very, very, what's the word I'm looking for? Successful. So, because Mary Kay Ash, I mean, she was 60 something years old and she built a multi-million-dollar industry within 10 years. Like, I'm going to do what she said to do, okay? Not what Cujo said. I'm going to do what Mary Kay said. So she said, don't be chewing gum. So I don't chew gum. You can have a mint. You can have a little piece of candy here and there, but please don't be, okay? And then, y'all, I was out to eat the other day, and this server blew a bubble of chewing gum, and he was delivering food. I was like, oh, that's disgusting. Like, your spit is all in that. So please don't chew gum, okay? But you can bring snacks and drinks and all of that, and bring a positive attitude, okay? Don't be coming in there like this. Like, I want you to be happy and be smiling. Yeah. I do goodie bags for all of my girls. So on the little flyer that I put out earlier, I'm going to be honest, it says to bring a notebook and a pen. I got you. Okay. I got you. Okay. I always have a goodie bag full of goodies for y'all with everything you need for the event. Okay. Including snacks and drinks. So don't freak out. I love goodie bags. Also, on the flyer, it said to wear your Mary Kay pin. Y'all remember that? Okay. With the correct enhancer. Okay. If you're a senior, wear your senior. If you're an elite, wear your elite. Okay. It said something about a name tag. I know most of y'all don't have the hard name tag. I printed out, this is Morgan's. Okay. Morgan, I already put elite on here. I'm just letting you know. Okay. I already did that. So just go ahead and own it. Okay. Anyways, it's like these little stickers and they're on your bag, but May Race attendee, Morgan White, elite team leader, red jacket, Nikki Smith unit. Isn't that cute? So all of y'all will have some of these. You'll get two, one for Friday, one for Saturday in your bag. Okay. So the reason I asked you earlier if you are virtual or in person is because I want to know, do I need to mail you your stuff or are you coming to the event so I can hand it to you? Okay. So let me know. I will be bringing this on Friday. If you're not attending on Friday, I would rather give it to you in the mail early so that you have everything when you come in on Saturday. Y'all, Saturday, my daughter is having her first, not this Saturday, but May Race Saturday, her first dance recital. Okay. So I'm going to have to leave early on Saturday, but y'all will still be together and still be getting your training. Okay. Anyways, are y'all excited? I'm so excited. I've been doing May Race stuff all day since I couldn't talk. I've been like, oh, goodie bags. Okay. Anyways, okay. So today our training, you guys, is going to be, because I'm saving my voice for Mia's party. Okay. So I'm going to play a video, and this video is from Pamela Waldrop Shaw back in, I think it was 2019. So it's been a few years ago, and she's talking about confidence. Okay. So what I'm going to do is share the screen to this. Y'all unmute and tell me if you can see or hear this.
So what is confidence? Confidence to me is doing it even when you're afraid.
Believing when the task seems impossible.
It means believing I can do anything, even when the odds are stacked against me.
Believing in me.
Hold on, y'all. Don't freak out. I've got to remove this. And I've got to, for the people who are going to watch the replay, okay, and then go back here. Y'all can see my screen. Is it still the YouTube video? Roger that. Here we go.
No matter what it is, you can make it happen.
To me, confidence is showing my passion. To me, confidence means the sky's the limit. Confidence.
Confidence is being able to be who I am at all times.
Is knowing that you're going to make it happen at any cost.
Confidence is fearless and extraordinary.
Yo soy guapa, yo soy inteligente, yo soy una chica América.
Confianza en mí mismo.
Confidence is looking the world in the eye without fear.
Expresar lo que tú sientes y actuar.
I am fantastic. Trusting myself to do the impossible.
Knowing that you can change people's lives.
I am confident.
Good morning. How's everybody? Woo, I'm excited. Okay, so what I want to be able to do this morning is to tell you not only what level confidence is, but so that I can define it for you, so that you can desire more of it, and so that you can grab it, reach it, and maintain level 10 confidence. You know, you guys, this is not something that just happens to you. Level 10 confidence doesn't just walk up to you one day and go, okay, I'm here, we're confident now, let's finish life. It doesn't work that way. Confidence is something that it's a character trait. It's something that you initiate and nurture. It's something you have to go after and be very intentional about owning. Turn to your neighbor, and I want you to say to your neighbor, my goal is level 10 confidence.
My goal is level 10 confidence.
All right, that sounded really, really good. All right, let's begin to wrap our minds around this. Let's start with what is level 10 confidence? Well, while it's hard to define, it's that feeling that you have when you're operating at your peak. Let's examine this. When you're level 10 confident, you're sure of who you are. And if you're thinking, but I'm not so sure. Anybody ever thought that? I'm not so sure. Want to know a secret? This morning I've been thinking, I'm not so sure I'm level 10 confident. But you know what? The deal is this. Remember that Mary Kay taught us that the action comes before the feeling. You may have heard that quote, fake it till you make it. Well, I want to tell you a couple things. The action comes before the feeling. In the day. So I'm going to reference this phrase a lot today. In the day. What that means is, in my day, when me and my girlfriends were where you are, in the day, people talked about having burning desire. And I was like, I want the burning desire. Have you ever heard that expression? I want the burning desire. Where is the burning desire? What is the burning desire to just fall from heaven, land on me, and then I would be able to have it and go. But that's not the way that it works. You have to do the action first. And so the whole fake it till you make it. How many times have you heard that? How many of you think that it means I would have to be fake in order for this to work for me? It doesn't mean be fake. What fake it till you make it means is imagine somebody that you perceive having level 10 confidence in your mind. Now you think about that person. How would she walk to the car? How would she open the door? When she's in front of her party, how would she start her class? How would she get on the telephone and what would she book? That's really what faking it until you make it means. Picture somebody else successful in your mind, a role model, and then do it or say it the way that you think she would. Here's the point. Identify your strengths and build from there. We all have a sweet spot. Do you know what your sweet spot is? Do you know what you're good at? It's where you feel like you're really good at something, and that's your sweet spot. Nobody performs well focusing on fears or weaknesses. And we all have a fear. We all have a weakness. So, for example, if you're really good at selling, you may want to focus more on selling the product until you feel confident enough to discuss it more and share your passion with others. You know, quite frankly, when you're good at something and when you do more of it, you get better at it. Okay, raise your hand for me if you've ever had a level 10 moment, level 10 confident moment, had a moment. Okay, how many of you have had a level 10 day? I've had a whole day, level 10. How many of you have had a level 10 season of life? Been really confident in a season of life? Do you agree that you could have it, but then you could also lose it? Yeah. So why don't you turn to your neighbor quickly and share a strength that you have. What's something that you're super proud of? Something that you're doing really well. Turn to your neighbor and share for just a second. Sounds like a beehive. Okay, here's what I want to tell you. Sounds like y'all are confident about a whole lot to me. I don't know. Sounds like a big old confident arena. Here's a little tip. Use your strength or your confidence in one area and let that be an open gateway for confidence in another area. See, when you're confident, you're operating out of excellence. When you're confident, you know you're doing it right. And let me tell you something. Excellence is not a single act, but it's a habit. It's a way of life. It's when you put everything you've got into everything you do. You are what you repeatedly do and say and think, and you're in charge of all of that. Okay, next topic, please. Level 10 confidence is also being sure of what you're providing to your customers. Wasn't that a great product class that you experienced earlier? Did you learn something? You know what? You prepare yourself for success by constantly learning and growing. Remember, Mary Kay said school is never out for the pro. Do you know what that means? It means that about the time you think, I've got this, I know what I'm doing, that you hear a new idea or you learn something new and you think, I don't have this at all. I want to tell you something. In all 27 years of my Mary Kay career, there's not a year that I don't get to a place in the year where I say, how did I get here without knowing or doing that? Does that ever happen to you? So you need to understand that we all feel that way, you guys. Okay, in the day, all right, back in the day, we used to listen to CDs every time we had the chance. Okay, they were cassettes, but you know what I'm talking about. So, on the treadmill, there was something playing. In my car, there was something playing. While I was putting my makeup on, there was something playing. I took those messages from the mentors and the women and the leaders who had gone before me, and they absorbed in my brain. And then I would go to my party, and I would open my mouth, and somebody else's words would come out. Has that ever happened to you? And it will happen to you more and more and more as you make yourself a student of this business. You've got to let this be a classroom for you. Let your failures be a classroom, and go to school on Mary Kay. This is the master's doctorate program. I mean, school is intentional for everyone. It's your college of Mary Kay. Whether it's Silver Wings or the Power Class, you make yourself a student all the time. Next topic, please. Do you know that level 10 confidence is a look? Level 10 confidence is portrayed in your image, your walk, and your image, and the way you look, and in your eye contact. And it shows other people what you're proud of and what you're doing, and that you're having fun. You know the saying, you never get a second chance to. That's right. Make a first impression. And here's the news. Being a level 10 confident look doesn't mean that you look like me or your independent sales director or another person who inspires you. You'll look like your very best version of you. You know what one of our big problems is as women? Aside from the fact that we look at airbrushed magazines, a big problem for us all is that we compare ourselves. And when I compare myself, I'm going to compare my worst to your best. I don't compare my best to your best. I compare my worst to your best. And in doing that, I'm always going to come up short. You know what? Work at your image. Make your face, Mary Kay, look slammed. Put on that power suit. Put on that skirt that fits. Not the one that you have to keep doing this too. Nobody. That is not a good image. You know what? I put time and attention into being fit and wearing clothes that fit. You know why? So that when I'm with you, I can focus on you and I'm not focusing on me. So when you put time into your image and you take the time to look your very best, trust me, you're going to see a difference in that. There's one more thing to a confident look, and I want to tell you what it is. It's called a turning point. A turning point is a moment in time when you think a new thought and that thought takes you in a different direction. A turning point for me was one day when I shifted from saying, I am an excellent high school English teacher, drill team coach, and dance teacher who does Mary Kay part-time. I shifted that to, I'm the best independent beauty consultant in all of Fort Lauderdale, Florida, former English teacher, great dance coach, and drill team sponsor. That is a turning point. I reinvented my own branding. I reinvented myself. Is there something about the way you're thinking that needs to be reinvented? Because you know what? The way you see yourself, it either does or does not project a level of confidence to others. People need to trust you. They need to trust you to unleash their potential. Because when they can trust you to unleash their potential, guess what? They will want to do what you're doing. And so invest the time. Is it time for a turning point for you? Do you need to rebrand yourself? Do you need to reinvent yourself in some way? Okay, next topic, please. Level 10 confidence also has a sound, and it sounds like passion and energy. Do you want to hear it? Okay. How many of you know the 4-point recruiting plan? I was afraid of that. Okay. Well, there is a 4-point recruiting plan, and in the day, we knew it and we used it. So I'm going to highly recommend that you do a little research and figure out what it is. I'm going to give you point 3 of the 4-point recruiting plan. I'm standing at my party and I'm getting ready to start everything. But one of the goals when I go to my party is that I want to leave with team members. I walk into that party asking myself one question: who is my next offspring sales director? That's my question when I go to my party. So in order for me to do that, I need to do the 4-point recruiting plan. Point number 3 of the 4-point recruiting plan. I'm standing here. I've got my flip chart. It's all happening. And I say, you know, Mary Kay says that at every skincare class, there's at least one other person who would be great doing what I do. And tonight I'm going to be watching you because I always like to select at least one person to hear how we make our money and how the Mary Kay opportunity works. In fact, I'd like for you guys to watch each other and make a selection yourself and tell me who you think would be great. I want to ask you a couple of questions right now. And so just write down yes or no on your profile card. Number 1, do you consider your job to be the career of a lifetime? Number 2, do you have flexibility in your workplace so that if you had a situation with a child, either a self...
Y'all, I'm sorry, but I cannot write that fast. Number 1, do you consider your job to be what? What'd she say? Y'all want me to go back? Yeah, go back 30 seconds or something. Okay, we're at 12:33, so we'll go here. Here we go. Y'all ready?
I want to ask you a couple of questions right now. And so just write down yes or no on your profile card. Number 1, do you consider your job to be the career of a lifetime?
To be the career of a lifetime. I'm going to do this in your party, Mia. I'll show you how to do it. She's talking about doing this in person. I'm basically just going to kind of twist it and do it virtually. You know what I'm saying? Do you consider your job to be the career of a lifetime? Okay, here we go.
Number 2, do you have flexibility in...
Okay, do you have flexibility?
your workplace so that if you had a situation with a child, either a celebration or crisis, you could leave work as often as you needed to. Number 3, do you earn what you're worth?
Am I getting on y'all's nerves?
No, because I'm writing it down too.
Okay, hold on. Do you get paid what you're worth? Okay, here we go.
Number 4, yes or no? Are you inspired and energized by your boss and your...
Are you inspired and energized? We'll go around and let y'all answer these questions about y'all's bosses. Are you inspired and energized by your boss and coworkers? I think is what she was going to say.
Coworkers. Number 5 years from now, if you continue to do what you're doing right now, what you're earning, what your career is, will you be happy or satisfied with that?
Oh man. 5 years from now, if you continue to do what you're doing now, and then she said, your pay. What else did she say? Hold on.
Oh, are you inspired and energized by your boss and your coworkers? Number 5 years from now, if you continue to do what you're doing right now, what you're earning, what your career is, will you be happy or satisfied with that? Just yes or no to each one.
What your career is, will you be satisfied? Okay.
If you wrote down no to any of those, watch me tonight. I'd love to tell you a little bit more about Mary Kay. I've planted a seed and caused them to think a thought that they haven't thought before. I've caused them to ask some questions that they haven't considered in their lives before. And you know what? Once the mind has expanded, it can never return to its original form. Really, really important. Okay, let's see. Remember, whatever you say, speak with energy and enthusiasm. Okay, next topic, please. Did you know that confidence attracts? More importantly, the lack of confidence attracts too. I hope you really heard that, because either way, you're attracting something. And this is where the law of attraction and level 10 confidence meet up. What's the law of attraction? Who knows? Okay, it's that principle that we attract whatever we think about, good or bad. It's that we draw to us what it is that we're putting out there. You put out negative energy, you draw back energy. You put out drama, you draw drama. You know people who are always in drama? Yeah. Well, do you think that that's just a coincidence? I don't think it's a coincidence, not at all. You know, Mary Kay made it very simple. What you think about, you bring about. Can you say that for me? So here's your challenge. Use your level 10 confidence to affirm yourself daily. How many of you have affirmations? Okay, how many of you can say those affirmations? How many of you can rattle off those affirmations? Okay, well, you need to do that. I'm going to give you a couple of my favorite ones. Here's my first one. I wake up quickly and easily for my quiet time, exercise, and 6 most important list. Now, why might I need an affirmation that says, I wake up quickly and easily? There would be a reason. Affirmations are to change your mind about the way you're really struggling in some way. Okay, here's another one. I am a booking magnet. Everybody wants an appointment with me. In the day, that was my affirmation. I'm a booking magnet. Everybody wants an appointment with me. Today, I'm a world-class leader, mentor, and coach because I sincerely and deeply invest in the lives of the people that I touch. In the day, we recorded our affirmations. We put music behind them. We purchased pillow speakers that attached to cassette tape players. We put them in our ears. We went to sleep and we let our affirmations roll through our minds all day long. We wrote them on 3.5 by 5 cards. We put them in the car. We put them by the toilet. We put them in the kitchen. We put them everywhere because we really retrained our brains. And some people say that's brainwashing. You know what? Your brain needs a good washing. If you're watching TV and listening to the world, hey, who better to wash my brain than me? Really? So why not come up with a new one for our 50th anniversary year? Are you going to do it? You want to borrow one of mine? Who needs I wake up quickly and easily? Who needs I'm a booking magnet? All right. Okay. It's so important to create an environment that others would want to be in your space, you guys. Would somebody right now want to be in your space? You're attracting people, not ignoring, not attacking, but attracting, right? Got it? You know, would somebody want an aspect of my life that they don't have in their own? Am I projecting something that I have that you don't have? Would any of you want something in my life that you don't have? Yeah, yeah. The list is long. That's level 10 confidence. That's level 10 confidence. You know, when I was starting my business, I had 2 roommates, Candy and Libby. We were all teachers. Candy taught science, Libby was English teacher, and she was my recruiter. When she started in Mary Kay, it was all happy, 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 happy. All her happy friends called our house Happy Nancy, her sales director. Hello, is Libby there? It was all so very happy. And initially, I didn't want anything that they had in their life, but Libby held her perfect start. She was a star consultant. And in the day, we had no money. So we would all go to Key West on about $25 for the whole weekend. We would sleep in the car and shower at the beach and then scrape for change to get back through Miami to get back into Fort Lauderdale. But Libby started buying new clothes and started sleeping in hotels when we would go to Key West. She had something new in her life that we didn't have. There was an attraction factor. How are you going to let other people know what your Mary Kay is bringing into your life that will attract them to want to have more of what you have? Okay, that's a lot of information. I want to stop here and see what you're thinking. Any aha moments so far?
Okay, right here in this video, she starts like to the people in the audience, like they posted on Twitter or Facebook or something. So we're going to kind of fast forward a couple of minutes, but I want y'all to tell me what so far your takeaways are. Not everybody at once, because I got 2 pages of notes already, y'all.
Me too. I'm finishing this one thing.
Okay.
I like the affirmation stuff because I think I'll have to do that because it's going to be, because I'm not
Not a what?
like
Super.
and asking about, booking, who wants to book,
It's
things
hard
like
for you
that.
to get out of your comfort zone.
Yeah.
Okay. I was about to say, I think you're a super positive person. You're always smiling and happy. So, okay. Lindsay, what else? What you got?
Okay, I like the use your strength and let that be the gateway. And then the turning point, a new thought that takes you in a different direction. Let's see. And then I liked the 5 questions to ask for recruiting during like a party or something like that. And then, showing people what you're earning to draw them in. Like, she saw her friend going and staying in hotels and buying these new clothes, and she was like, "Oh, I want that too." So.
$25, y'all. You cannot go to Florida for $25. That's one meal. Isn't that crazy? Okay, Brandy, are you still with us?
Yes, I'm here.
What you got for me, girl? What's your takeaway so far?
So far, I would say, even if you don't have the confidence, just fake it till you make it.
I know. I love that saying. Okay, here we go.
What level 10 confidence is. I want you to know how to develop it and maintain it. So let's talk about that. Here's what fuels confidence. Practice. Mary Kay said, remember that confidence is built by one small success after the other. When something is easy, we're more confident in talking about it to other people. And that is so true. Practice makes progress. So the more you practice, the easier this business can become. I don't know how in the world you think you're going to keep reading more, to learn more, to be more confident. Practice is the only thing in the world that's going to support you in doing that. How many of you remember learning to ride a bike? You had the little training wheels, and then you got confident on the training wheels, and you ran around the bike with training wheels, and then one day one of your parents said, it's time to take the training wheels off. And so your dad gets behind you, and he puts his hand on your seat, and you're going along, and you're going down the road, and you think his hand is on your seat, but he takes his hand off your seat, and you're riding your bicycle, and you come around the loop, and you see your dad, and you're like, I'm riding my bike by myself. Remember that? Okay, how many of you remember learning how to drive? Yeah, well, I don't remember learning how to drive because I've always been a really good driver. But my son recently learned how to drive. And I do remember the process. When we first got in the car, he said, okay, now which one is the gas and which one is the brake? And you know, you want to kind of give him a little bit of confidence, like, you got this. But that was his first question. I wasn't feeling really confident. I mean, you know, that's the deal, you guys. Imperfect action consistently is better than random perfection. Imperfect action consistently is better than random perfection. Practice and repetition increases both skill and confidence. I did practice parties, and I booked them that way. I would call and say, hey, this is Pam Shaw with Mary Kay. I've set a goal, and I would like to select the highest caliber women that I know, and so I selected you. Is there any reason why? This is not the NBA final. This is not the Super Bowl. It's practice. And when you're practicing, people give you the practice card. And so there's no failure when you're practicing. When you're at practice, there's no failure. You're just doing a good job and working really hard, and people will give you that. Okay, next topic, please. Action. You may be thinking, I don't know enough to take action. Well, take action on what you know. Because you know what? Knowledge turned into action creates instinct, and instinct builds confidence and courage. Those of you who've been in Mary Kay for a while, instinct, you look at somebody and you think shadow. You think an exact shadow is specific, and you know it's your instinct. Why? Because you've done this over and over again. More action followed closely by more action helps you stay focused, and it gives you the opportunity to build momentum. And when you're operating with momentum, oh my goodness, you spend so much less time thinking about the no's and your fears and the cancellations and other negative factors. It's when you're idle. It's when you're still. It's when nothing is on your day book that you think the most about distractions and obstacles. I want to tell you something. You are where you are right now based on your choices accumulated over time. Your outcome shows up through the accumulation of days. Efforts accumulate. Days accumulate. Success accumulates. But so does failure. 1 year from now, you will also get a result. You'll get an outcome. One will be assigned to you, and it will have everything to do with the choices that you make. Success accumulates faster through consistent level 10 confident action. Next topic, please. Building your belief. First, simply believe that you can do this. Let's repeat this. I can do this.
I can do this.
You can. It's important to build your belief. You know, your belief in yourself, your belief in the product, your belief in the Mary Kay opportunity. When you've built your belief, you can increase your confidence to work without restrictions and emotional hurdles. Ride on the belief of your director. I used to get postcards from my director, and she would tell me how much she believed in me. And I'd be like, I don't know why she's writing me these postcards. I'd stack them up. She wrote me another postcard. She believes in me. I'm not going to ever do this. I don't know why she's writing me postcards. There used to be a saying that in the day, the saying was, put yourself in the hip pocket of your director. Have you ever heard that? Put yourself in the hip pocket of your director. She believes in you so much. You know what? I'm riding on the confidence today. I got to tell you, there are times when I was preparing this, like even 5 minutes ago when I was reviewing this, that I'm thinking, okay, I got this. It comes back to that you just have to trust that somebody else believes in you more than you believe in yourself. We're not performing brain surgery. We're not even extracting a tooth. So stop focusing on who you aren't and start living who you want to be and who you will become. Start living who you want to be and who you will become. What excuse, what circumstance are you hiding behind that you think is so important that you're going to put your life on pause and just hide behind it? I'm telling you, take the pink rocking chair test. 20 years from now, 30 years from now, 40 years from now, will you sit in a rocking chair and regret that you didn't just go for it and that you didn't trust someone else's belief to step outside your comfort zone? Is it really all that exciting to live inside your comfort zone and just to not really ever fulfill your true potential? No, it's not. No, it's not. So ride on the belief of someone else. I'm going to look down just for a second so that you can examine my eyeshadow. When you face your fears, feel them. It's true, feel the fear, but just do it anyway. And then remember there was another time when you had doubts, but you pushed through to victory and let that experience and the memory of that experience drive you to a place of courage, which strengthens your belief, which grows confidence. How many of you would like to have more courage? Anybody like the lion, the cowardly lion? You know what? It's a choice. You just dig down deep and you say, I'm gonna sweat today. I'm gonna be the one sweating. Okay, next topic, please. Personal development. First, give yourselves a big round of applause for being here. The 50th anniversary seminar. You chose to come. Not only will you want to attend special events, but to maintain your level 10 confidence every single day. The first investment you want to make every day is an investment in yourself, because it's impossible to give others something that you don't possess within yourself. You can't give away what you don't own. And it's called self-confidence because it's up to you to decide how much of yourself you're willing and able to give. The more of you that you like the picture of yourself, the more confident you're going to appear to other people. Let's face it, nobody wants to follow a low, confident leader. Investing in your own personal development, it suggests that you're going to design your life and live your potential. Let me tell you something. Nobody assigns you the life that you're living today. The life that you're living is a life that you've created. It's a life that you've chosen. And in order to grow personal development, you've got to have a personal growth plan. Personal development includes observing other successful people. It includes modeling successful behaviors. It includes reading quality books and creating new successful habits. You can't break a habit until you replace it with another new, more successful habit. Be very careful who you're allowing to speak into your life, because people are either speaking positivity and encouragement and you can do it, or they're bringing you down with the drama and the drags and the doldrums of life. Okay, everyone, it's time for another poll. So take out your phones.
Y'all, she talks so fast. Just a second. I'm going to do like just 30 seconds, okay?
Habits. You can't break a habit until you replace it with another new, more successful habit. Be very careful who you're allowing to speak into your life, because people are either speaking positivity and encouragement and you can do it, or they're bringing you down with the drama and the drags and the doldrums of life. Okay, everyone, it's time for another poll. So take out your phones. Which area do you commit to working on this seminar year? Is it more practice, more action, building my belief, or more time in personal development?
All right, y'all. I'm writing down. Lindsay,
Okay, let's see.
what are you going to start working on for the rest of this seminar year, for the rest of May and June? Are you going to focus? Go ahead.
Can I give you two?
Yeah.
Okay. Building your belief and personal development.
Okay. Okay. Mia?
I think mine will be personal development.
Brandy?
Building my belief.
Got it.
Okay, just like before, use your smartphones to give us your feedback. So, Tyson,
So awesome. All right, let's go ahead and action. So Pam,
who have moved faster on the Mary Kay career path, they're not always those with the most skill. It's those with the most confidence. You know, think of success as 15% skill and 85% confidence. Okay? Stop waiting to be perfect. Learn while you earn. Have you heard that before? Learn while you earn. You know, Mary Kay used to say you can do everything wrong with the right attitude and succeed, but you can do everything right with the wrong attitude and fail miserably. How is it that a new beauty consultant who knows absolutely nothing holds her first party, comes to unit meeting, and is queen of sales for the night? How could that be? She doesn't even know anything. Okay, true story. My first hostess booked me 3 times. She called me, "Hey, Pam, I hear you're selling Mary Kay." I said, "Carol, how in the world did you hear that? I haven't told anybody." I mean, I had 500 business cards. They were in my lingerie drawer. I knew exactly where they all were. Her daughter, Rayanne, was on my drill team, and she had overheard Rayanne talk about Libby and I being a part of Mary Kay. And she said, "Yeah, I'd like to get some girlfriends together. I'd like to try the new products. I used to use Mary Kay a long time ago." And I looked at all my Mary Kay boxes. I'd ordered a Sapphire Star, and I was tripping over them to go to bed and tripping over them to go to the bathroom. And I looked at the boxes, and I thought, there's money in those boxes. So I walked into her house with my box. I knocked on her door, and she said, "What's that?" I said, "I think it's everything we need." I walked in, we got a box cutter, we opened the box, we put everything out, she squirted the things. She said, "It looks like people need to fill these out." I said, okay, I wore pink, that's all I needed to do. To me, that was confident. I wore pink, had a pink bow in my hair, I had a pink shoes on. I'm kind of pink anyway, I mean, I look pink. I said, "Carol, go ahead and read." And she goes, "Okay. Mary Kay says," and I'm like, and I flipped the pages and sweat. I flipped and sweat, she read. At the end, she said, "How do we get our product?" I said, oh, they're in the trunk of my car. It's 105 degrees outside. We better go get them before it melts. We got outside, we opened the products. There was popcorn flying everywhere. So he goes, "Oh, you didn't tell us you had nail polish." I said, "We have nail polish?" They bought $400. I left that party saying, I am a natural at this. Now, they weren't all $400 parties from there. There were many bumps in the road along the way. But I kept moving and I kept moving. And I want you to fast forward 10 years. San Antonio, Texas, Leadership Conference. I'm a $1 million director. The company sends over horse-drawn carriages to take 10 of us to a private restaurant to have lunch with Mary Kay Ash. The ride along the way was absolutely exquisite. When I walked into the restaurant, there was a cascade of pink flowers. Some of my girlfriends in the room remember that very moment. There were pink flowers everywhere. There were bubbling water vases in the middle of the tables and spilling over with pink flowers. And Mary Kay was sitting there, and she opened the door and she said, "My daughters." And we all walked in, and there were different tables. She was going to rotate. She was going to sit one with appetizers, one with entree, one with salad, one with entree, and one with dessert. All I remember that shaking her head is at the end of that day, the end of that luncheon, we all had our chairs and we were sitting around one table and we were talking to Mary Kay. We're asking her questions, and it was as if she was just telling us everything that she could possibly think to tell us that was important to her. And at the end of that day, we said, "Mary Kay, if there's just one thing," somebody asked her, "if there's just one thing that you would want us to know, what would that one thing be?" And she said, "I want you to pass it on. I want you to pass it on. And I want you to tell other people to pass it on." A few weeks later, Mary Kay had her stroke, and she never spoke or used her voice again. I will never forget that beautiful luncheon. Girls, you got to trust the process. You've got to just get started, and you've got to trust the process. How many of you have seen those fitness before and afters? Before, after. In 90 days, you too can have abs. Woo! You know, you've seen them, right? Okay, that's called trusting the process. How many of you have done a process like that? Yeah, you know what? Me too. And after about day 45, you're like, I think I see a bicep. And the first 45 days, you're like, why am I doing this? My body's always going to look the same. And then all of a sudden, you're like, wait a minute. You know, trust the process. When you get pregnant, you don't go, okay, we're going to finish this thing in 4 months. I don't have 9 months. I mean, if we could pick our number of months, we don't have many more children, right? Yeah, because some of you are trying to type it, okay, 9 months, okay, I can have my baby here, and then I can have another one, okay, you know, 1.5 years, 9 months. We trust the process. We know that that's what it takes. You know what, you guys, it's so worth the growth. It's so worth that. From high school English and dance teacher, 5 years later to $1 million director. You know, your journey can move as fast as you want it to. Today, I'm a single widow. My son Thomas, he was born in Dallas at Seminar.
No.
July 27th, 1994, day 00. Thank you very much. His birth certificate reads Dallas, Texas. 6.5 years ago, we lost his dad and my late husband to Lou Gehrig's disease. So I've been raising Thomas since he was 12. It's a challenge to raise a 13, 14-year-old on your own. But I cannot imagine what my life would have been like had I not chosen Mary Kay and chosen to invest in learning Mary Kay Level 10 Confidence. Not only the financial rewards that have taken care of us, but the emotional support that our Mary Kay family has given to us. You don't know what's down the road. You don't know what's in front of you. When you have the opportunity and when God speaks a desire to your heart, that's when you take it and that's when you embrace it. And that's when you choose to be fearless enough to go after it, you guys. What if I hadn't? What if I hadn't? You know, the success cycle, it starts with faith, and faith has to have an object. So faith in the opportunity, faith in our product, faith in the people that have gone before you. When you have that faith, it drives you to want to take some action. And when you take action, your confidence grows. And when your confidence grows, you get better results. And then you have more confidence. And then you take more action. And then you get greater results. Level 10 confidence, it's less about what you know, and it's more about who you become. Right now, your directors are in a different place. And you know what they're hearing? They're learning about how to work with ready now people. And they're being told to work with ready now leaders. You know why? Because ready now people are the people who can move. It's time to amp it up. It is time to amp it up. It's time to take your whole life to a completely new level. You know what, you guys? You're not racing each other. You're not racing for rank. You're not racing for queen. You're racing against time. And you've got to understand this. It's said that at the end of your life, it will be completely defined by 10 significant events, 7 critical decisions, and 5 influential people. It's probably time right now for you to make this a turning point and for you to make one of those very critical decisions and choose to be a ready now person. In our area, one of our branding themes is that we are fearless. So I'm going to invite you today to say a little affirmation as I leave our stage. I'm fearless.
I'm fearless.
I'm fearless.
I'm fearless.
I'm confident.
I'm confident.
I'm a level 10.
I'm a level 10.
I'm fearless.
I'm fearless.
I'm confident.
I'm confident.
What number are you? I'm a level 10. Yes, you are. Thank you so much. God bless you. Have a great seminar.
Y'all. I mean, holy moly cow.
That was really, really good.
Girl, I'm telling you. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying not to cough. I might die. Okay. Start with your takeaways.
Keep moving even though there's bumps in the road. Trust the process. Just keep passing it on. You can't break a habit till you replace it with a new successful habit. I am fearless. I'm confident. I'm level 10.
Mia. Mia, are you still with us? She may not be. She might be getting ready for a party. Brandy?
I'm here. So about the practice, instead of just trying to learn everything, practice at parties, and that'll make you more knowledgeable. And that's the biggest thing
I like it.
that I
like it.
needed to hear is like to practice.
So the biggest thing that I took away from this last one is it's 15% skill and 85% confidence. So that was huge for me. And learn while you earn. I also love that Holly keeps instilling in us action brings you confidence, confidence brings your belief, and belief brings you something else. I forget. Does anybody remember, Lindsay? No, it's okay. But she tagged on in the beginning, faith drives you to action. And then action gives you confidence. That was huge for me because I was like, of course. Like now I know why I go get into action no matter how I feel. Because I have faith that if I do the work, the results will come regardless of how I'm feeling. You know what I mean? So it all goes back to Jesus, and I love that. She always does that in her trainings. And she said, ready now, people move. Ready now, people move. So what that meant to me was people will move into red. People will move into DIQ and into directorship when they decide to be ready and go have faith and get into action. So for me, that just meant like, just be patient because it will happen. She talked in personal development about investing in yourself. And I always think about our events. You know, that really is an investment. It's an investment in your time. It's an investment in your education. It's an investment sometimes, financially. So, those who watch my meetings and all that, I just want to say thank you because you are so developing personally in your business because you get the knowledge. The problem I think that consultants have is they don't put their knowledge into action. And so they get frustrated, right? Well, you guys, I thought that was so good. And I know I don't have a voice, so I wanted to give y'all some good training tonight. And y'all, she is number one, I think. She's in the top 3 in the U.S. Okay. So any training she's got, I'm willing to listen. So y'all, thank y'all for watching tonight, and I'm excited for May race. And any recognition and stuff I'll post on Voxer, okay? Bye.